Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
I'm Katie.
The noise you think bald eagles make is probably wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely is.
Yeah.
Well, unless you think they make a weird dolphin sound.
Yeah, then you're probably right.
Then you're probably right.
Yeah.
What sound would that be?
Well, if you tune into an episode 2 weeks ago, you can hear a great example
Of a dolphin.
Of an
Oh,
eagle.
No.
A bald eagle. And I'm Cameron. Hello. Use the hashtag Geeks Corner because we're going to talk about some stuff.
Lots of stuff.
We are going to talk about lots of stuff. We're going to start it off by talking about what we did last week on Thursday.
Yes.
Man, that seems like a long time ago.
That was
But
a
we
long
went up to Moore Park, California, where there is the America's Teaching Zoo. We just had a weird noise in here.
It's the ghost.
Yes, it was very, very spooky. Is that what we... Okay.
And I'm actually to understand that some of our friends from America's Teaching Zoo might be watching tonight, so hi.
Hi. With that, let's throw it to our trip from last week. Tyler, could you show them our awesome trip? Welcome to America's Teaching Zoo. I'm Mr. Daps, and I'm here with Cameron and Katie. And Cameron, why are we here today?
We are doing something really cool. We have some friends at America's Teaching Zoo that are going to show us a little bit of what they do here, some of the animals they work with, and kind of what happens around here.
So we're going to have a watching Katie meet animals because we know she loves animals. Should we do this?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Unsupported on his food because obviously nobody wants that. But as long as he's got food, he's happy, like me.
This is Brutus. He's our black-coated monitor lizard. Yeah, he's gigantic. He can get probably about another foot long. Yeah.
Back in here.
8 years, I think. About 8 years.
7 or 8.
7 or 8. Yeah. Put him down. Let me let go of my leg. So, his tail's actually the most dangerous part of him. Not his claws or his mouth. He's a little crazy sometimes. Come on, Lil!
You want to go back out there, sweets? No. He's going. Yeah! Hey, handsome. Come on! Come on!
Hi, Peach.
They're saying it's
sound.
Claire Bear and Katie Bear. Yeah. I'm doing you with the small part.
All right, now it's
Hi, friends.
Have to go up, buddy.
Yep. I'm not going down there. Oh no, I'm terrified. Oh, same.
What's wrong with him?
And he stole it from me.
Hello.
So they also got really good sense of smell. She can actually smell where every single person is here.
Yeah, these guys are cool. I really like them.
Those guys are actually harmless.
These guys are from Madagascar, and they like to live together in colonies of like several hundred of them.
Doing good.
Oh,
Like at the base of a
God.
tree or
I
in
thought he was still there.
roots or something like
It's okay,
that.
I'm right here.
You're not freaked out by animals at all?
good bird. Hey.
I'm just taking a bunch of pictures. So. Sweet.
All right.
Merc. No, we're good.
Oh, you guys got it?
Took lots. My hands aren't sweating in the slightest. Just look an eagle in the eye. Just
Look over.
Oh.
What's your name? Can you sing it? Good. Hi.
We'd like to thank America's Teaching Zoo for having us here. It's been an absolutely fantastic day.
you can go to thegeekscorner.com where we have all of our videos, but this week, maybe even right now if you're watching it during Geeks Corner, hello Oz, you could learn a little bit more as we talk at length about it. It's going to be
So
a good
weird.
time. I know, it's surreal, isn't it?
Head over to dapsmagic.com, check out all the news as it happens. Also check out all the information about this really awesome zoo and go see how you can find yourself here.
And of course, leave a comment underneath this video, underneath this post, and let us know what your favorite animal that you saw in this video was. We'll see you next time, everybody. Hey, that was good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes!
We did a thing.
I passed.
That was a little bit weird talking to ourselves in the future, but from the past. 'cause-
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Echo.
Ghost, it speaks to us.
It does. So yes, we went up to the zoo.
Yes.
And we got to meet lots of animals. What was your favorite animal to meet, and what was the most terrifying animal you met? Lead off, Katie.
My favorite, because they were cute, were the sugar gliders, which I would like to touch on. Their names were Sweet and Blow. So they were artificial sugar gliders. But I think easily the most terrifying was the bald eagle, because I thought that I was gonna die that day. I didn't think I was gonna die. We were in fantastic hands. Nothing was gonna happen. But I'm scared of every animal that ever has existed in the world.
I thought for sure you were gonna say the cockroaches.
Oh no!
You looked way more terrified when Julie walked away, and
So that was scary, especially because everyone else had cockroaches that just sat in their hand, and mine decided to just go up my arm.
That's true. All of ours were very chill. And
Yeah,
yours was
just, oh,
like,
Mine
okay,
was
here.
like, no! But what you can't see in the bald eagle video is that I have tears in my eyes because I'm so scared. And I'm just smiling, and I'm like, nope, keep going. They kept asking me like 6 times, like, you're gonna go in there, right? I was like, uh-huh. And I almost died.
That's what we went up there for.
Yep.
Cameron.
oh goodness. I'm gonna go with my coolest being Clarence. Clarence is a 95-year-old tortoise
That we got to feed.
that we got to feed, and he was super cool. I learned that the shell segments
You can find him on Instagram
are
too,
called
right?
he has his own Instagram. The shell portions are called scoots. He really likes cactus.
And he can feel it when you touch his shell.
Yeah, that's cool.
How cool is that?
Oh, that's so weird. And my scariest, good. I'm gonna have to second bald eagle, because like we got like right here with the bald eagle, right?
Yeah.
And it was very safe, very well contained. I believe the student working with him is named Tim.
Yes.
Tim was doing a great job. But you lock eyes with a bald eagle, and it's like, yep, you could hurt me if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, that one was my favorite, and the scariest I thought was actually the lion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because the lion walks up to you, and he's like this much higher because he's on a platform, and he's probably, 4 feet and away from you. And even though there's 2 fences between you and the lion, you suddenly realize how massive these things are, and how
Yeah.
you're done. Like it was pretty awesome. And then Luke and I just stood there taking pictures and filming it while we were told to maybe if you didn't want to have a surprise to stay away 12 feet, because you might. That's the spray zone. Is that
Yeah.
the way to put it? Yes.
That's actually the way to put it.
Yes. But thank you, Luke, for filming most of that video and being a good sport and getting us there and not dying. That was good.
Not dying is good.
Yeah.
Not dying's usually good.
You know, as we go chasing around. It was also really cool seeing the falcon.
Oh, yes.
Yes, they were. Is it free flying, or they were flying a falcon? They have a lead line with it, but they were getting some exercise. And actually, that's a statement overall. Sometimes zoos get a bad rep. This was a very, very cool experience because you actually get to see they really care for the animals. They're making sure that they're getting out, getting exercise. They're stretching their legs. There were a couple instances of things that we wanted to, they were trying to arrange for us to experience, and the animals weren't feeling it. And they said, "No, we're not doing that." So animals came first. We appreciated that a lot. It was very, very cool.
So, if you want to go experience America's Teaching Zoo, what do you do? Where do you go? How can you find them online?
If you Google America's Teaching Zoo, it's going to be the Moore Park College website. They are only open weekends. and probably the coolest thing is it's like $10, I think, a person to get in. So search it. They do have events a lot. They do shows. They have, I believe, a big event coming in October if you're looking for something a little bit fancier.
Their Instagram's really cool.
Yeah, their Instagram is nuts. It's got all the animals on it. Clarence has his own Instagram. But yeah, go check them out. They're very fun, and you should go see them in person because it's a very unique experience.
It is. It's very. I almost want to say personal would be and you really get to see how they're working with them and how they're. It's a much more. Even when you're not behind the scenes, it feels like you're behind the scenes, and just because it is so personal, and I think that's a really cool thing. So go check it out. Let us know what you think, and send us pictures of you and Clarence.
Yes,
because that would be pretty cool.
Claire Bear.
We like Clarence.
Ghost was awesome, also.
Yes, Ghost was the
Ghost was the bald eagle.
Yes.
For clarification.
Yes. So let's move back down to Disneyland now, and they've made some changes or announced some changes coming up in the next. Coming weeks, I guess. And the first one is that Pizza Port is becoming Alien Pizza Planet. It's a better place. That's what they say.
A better place.
So what do you think of this change, and what do you think of the new menu items, mainly being, is it pepperonia, which comes from their home planet, which is a fancy pepperoni pizza, and then the cheeseburger pizza, which I just know you're dying to try, Cameron.
You know, I am going to try that. Like, I'm not even
I actually
shy
think
away
you
from
are.
that.
Like, you're going to be right there opening night.
It's going to be so good. It's going to be a mess. First things first.
That is for sure.
Let's state the obvious.
You have a beard, yes.
Yes, I have a beard. No, everybody's been calling this transition for a while, but I'm glad that they are doing it. It seems like one of the obvious good choices.
So you're all on board with this?
I'll be interested to see. They are saying this is a temporary, right? I'm interested to see if it stays. I feel like if it's popular enough, it just might get an actual good, refurbishment.
So that brings up an interesting question. Would you consider Toy Story, just because it's toys in space, is that really Tomorrowland?
Is anything really Tomorrowland?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I think it would be the proper step because I feel like the way Pizza Port is right now, it's not spacey at all. They're just like, oh, it's galactic pizza.
We have food here. Also, stars.
But at least, like, Pizza Planet's, like, alien themed.
Okay.
And yeah.
So yes, you think it is Tomorrowland-ish?
I think it's about as Tomorrowland gets right now.
Okay, so what would you like to see if we were to be in charge and create a new Tomorrowland?
I would give it a soul first. And I know that's a drastic
Wow,
statement.
that was harsh.
Right now it's very eclectic. I feel like they're throwing anything at the wall to see what sticks as far as the theming goes. I would give it a core. Like, go with retro future if that's what you're going to do. Set that as the tone and then form everything around it so it's cohesive. That would be my first step.
I would go back to the predecessor to Epcot, basically. What it was like the supposed to be a sustainable community where like all of the plants were edible and everything was like elemental and there was Mary Blair murals and everything was beautiful and it wasn't crammed. If you look at old pictures, it all has a good flow. And I would like to see that again instead of the 1984 retro future.
97.
Was it 97? Well, feels like the 80s.
97 was the last big refurb for
98.
Well, no,
98,
but it was themed for the 80s because that was the Halo
86.
86. Thank you. That's the year I was
Gotcha.
going for. Because we in the 50s, it was retro then, but we outgrew that incredibly quickly, and I feel like they tried to fix it in the refurbs, and it just kind of came off as a mess.
And you're right. Like, sticking to something is good, but don't like go too drastic. Make sure if you're going to go classic that it is something classic. There was something very endearing about the 1950s future look with like the big like circles and
it was like
stuff.
the Jetsons.
Yeah, that's a very good example.
And I think that's exactly what they need to do, but I think before they get to the what, they need to get back to the why. And that's what's been missing. And the why is because tomorrow is better. And that was always kind of that underlying theme that was going with Tomorrowland. I think that it was like, tomorrow is going to be a much better place. We're going to have all these things that your house can do, and we're going to be able to travel all these different ways, and tomorrow is an exciting thing. And I think with perhaps the cynicism of our time, we've lost that a bit, but I would love to see an opportunistic tomorrow can be better, and get back to a why built land, because really that's where the success would come from. And I think they could really do something awesome, and then it also wouldn't confine them to being specific things all the time. You could, really go the next level. And I think they've tried that a few times, but they haven't really owned it.
Yeah, like
and
to it.
when you commit to it and own it, you could really do some fantastic things, I think, with Tomorrowland.
And we're not saying that that's easy. We understand that is a hard concept to
and
push.
Expensive.
And more to the point, as far as technology goes, the rapidity that we're moving with right now is insane. To be able to project something that is a future, like, look what's coming. 30 years ago, you could do that because the technology was 10 years away. Now, as soon as you introduce the concept,
I can't even imagine.
Happening.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can come from that angle anymore. I don't think you can come from the angle of introducing new concepts. I think it needs to be much more like just positive view rather than specific technological view.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be focusing at all on technology. I'd be focusing on the concept of how it can be better tomorrow. Maybe it's more connected with nature. I always thought it'd be really cool to have a ton of waterfalls in Tomorrowland, because I just think you could have this really cool futuristic society that's really connected with water, really connected with plant life, which they'd had going already. So everything's edible or drinkable, basically. And imagine if the Innovations building had a waterfall that went all the way around the outside. You could really make it refreshing and something pleasant that you look forward to going to, and you think, wow, tomorrow we could really have a completely different feeling planet, I guess you could say. But
you heard it here first. The future is waterfalls.
Yes. Don't go chasing them, though.
Now stick to the rivers and the streams you're used to.
Let's go to today.
Hooray!
I don't know how I picked the order tonight, but that's okay. Tyler, this is for you. So we are working on a new project at DAPs Magic. You might have seen our sweatshirts. You might have seen our t-shirts.
I'm not wearing them.
We're not wearing them tonight, but they were in the video, so you have seen them tonight. But our next step is we are going to make DAPs Magic pins. And we are taking pre-sales for them now. I don't know exactly how we're taking pre-sales, but I'm sure Katie will figure it out through PayPal. Sure. Yeah. And so these are what they look like. It was a rough cut because that's just a proof
Not
for
actual
it.
size.
Yeah.
They're going to be $10 each. And if you'd like one, please let us know. You can tweet at us at the Geeks Corner, or let us know on Instagram at Geeks Corner, and Katie will keep track of that, and we'll connect with you on how we can do that. And once
it is $10 including shipping.
Yes. And once we've reached a certain level of that, we'll make a bulk order, and then we will be shipping them out.
Yes.
So let us know as quickly as possible so we can get these as quickly as possible. And I see one in the front row, so that's a good start. But yeah,
I'm going to say before next Tuesday's show would be ideal.
You have this week.
Yes.
So pre-sales will end. Oh, he put it on you. That's fun.
At 10 o'clock, you're wearing it. It's right there.
Oh, yeah.
So 10 o'clock next Tuesday. By the end of the show.
Yes. So by the end of next Tuesday's show, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Looks good on you.
Thank you.
To DM, private message Geeks Corner on Instagram, or private message me, because I'm the person that has control of those accounts. I ruined the magic. But
what?
They never could have guessed from tonight's story.
They never guessed. But yeah, so do that and I'll help you out.
So going back to Tomorrowland, we...
Back to Tomorrowland!
We had to take a Tomorrowland break because it's
we took a detour from Tomorrowland and
Were you
returned
driving
today.
88 miles an hour in a DeLorean to get back?
I wish. No, instead we were driving in a monorail that now has a wrap that...
There we go. That's a segue. Well done.
Thank you. That is all about the Incredibles and Pixar Fest and Incredibles 2. And what do you think of this new look for Monorail Orange so far?
I'm just so glad they're going the right way. As soon as I heard that they were doing this, I'm just like, please make them moving forward. Like, that was just the first thought, and they did. Hooray.
I like the colors. I know that I'm 6, and I'm just now learning my colors, so I'm very fascinated by them. But I really like the color palette that they chose for each Incredible, and I like the way that the monorail looks.
I do think it's one of the better wrap jobs they've done.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it,
definitely.
It has a good look to it and a good feel to it. And you can see the video on our YouTube channel. And there's a picture of the right side of the monorail. And the left side has the Incredibles family.
Elsa?
Distant cousins.
It's a joke.
It might be connected. Who knows? Other thing that came that's pretty cool and actually somewhat related to Tomorrowland as well is there's a new Tron Lego set.
Tron.
I feel like Cameron should lead off with this, and they have a light cycle at the Lego store in downtown Disney, which is worth going to see as it is, and it's kind of amazing.
First of all, it's super cool.
It's
Second
a light
of all,
cycle.
It's not made out of Legos, and that
Oh, did you think it was
I
going
thought
to
it was
be?
going to be made out of Legos.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's
But I'm really glad that in a way it isn't, because it's super neat. But like, it's not made out of Legos.
so you want to see a Lego
Next to
life
it.
size?
I want both.
You want both
Now.
next to each other, so you
Right
can
now,
just see how
and they will race.
What I love about this set, though, it was actually created by 2 Lego fans that submitted it, and then Lego built their set, which
Yes.
I think is like every kid's dream when you're growing up. It's like, I really wish you could make this instead, and then they did.
So be it.
What'd you think of it, the set? Not just the...
I was confused because it wasn't made out of Legos. Like, when you see something... And I know we're really harping on the fact that it's not made out of Legos,
I didn't even consider it.
but everything at the Lego store is made out of Legos. So when
Even the
something...
employees.
Yeah, usually.
So we've heard.
But if something's on display there and it's not made out of Legos, you're like, wow, that's something really important. And I don't know, I like it. I like that there's a light cycle there. I just don't know why.
But what do you think about the Lego set?
I wanted to go off on that light cycle for a minute.
Yeah, I got that. but
I think
Lego
it's cool.
set.
I like Legos. Legos are nice.
But it was about the light cycle.
Anyway, so the lights.
So
It sold out in a day. I'm hoping they restocked.
Well, if you look at the minifigs, they're really cool.
They are.
Like,
The thing is, you can also go to Lego.com and buy them there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You can only get them in Lego stores and
But
at
it's
Lego.com.
about buying it in the store.
but then
though.
you
There
won't
is-
see the
it's
light
more
cycle
gratifying.
Yeah.
if you go online.
It is, and that's a general note about shopping. I'm a gifted spender of money. It is so
Who, you?
much. It is so much more gratifying to buy it in
like
person.
Ghost here. Did you buy him today?
No, actually, I
Oh.
found him.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I really was like, you went shopping for this episode, didn't you?
I just come in. Well, and it's funny because 9 times out of 10, I'll walk into this room with something and be like, "I found a way to spend money today."
Like that and that.
yeah,
and
I'm,
that. I
I'm
can
real
see-
good. If you need tips on how to spend money, pay me some money, and then I'll tell you.
And then he'll go spend your money.
That's right.
Before he's even got it. So how would you rate this Lego set compared to other Lego sets?
Oh.
You know, it's not. I mean, it's got a lot of detail to it, but it's not as intricate as some of the other ones I've seen. But as with anything Lego, if you're a fan of it, you're gonna love it. I love Tron. I would love to have this thing in the same way that I would love to have the giant Millennium Falcon set. Yeah, like
Right here.
Lego is made for fans, and I appreciate that.
They do a very
Actually
good job.
Got pretty distracted. I was the one that walked down to the Lego store and I took the pictures of the light cycle and the pictures of the set. And I got distracted in the middle of it because they had the $600 Millennium Falcon on display. And I went, huh? And then I stared at it for a while. I was like, oh, right, pictures. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. And then people looked at me like I was crazy. So it was a normal
But
Sunday.
it's a good crazy. It's okay. All
If
right.
anyone wants to send us that Lego set, by the way, I will build it entirely on camera. Like
We will do an entire video of us building it right,
one-to-one time.
right
Like,
here.
I'm not talking time lapse.
We'll live stream it.
Yeah.
We will live stream
No,
the
we should
entire
live stream
thing.
it because I'm
It
sure
takes
that we would
days.
start fighting.
No,
within
it'd be-
minutes. Like it'd be so
It'd
bad.
be so fun.
So, like, we open the box.
It'd
Like,
be-
that's not how you open the box.
It would be quality video, guys.
Every video I've seen of it, the
You can't
first
rip it.
step takes like 2 hours, and there's like hundreds of steps.
It's like build the base.
And that's just opening
No, it's
the
like,
bag.
this.
All right. Also in downtown Disney, they announced that by the 30th of June, there's gonna be several establishments that will be closed. Basically, anything west of the monorail. And what are you gonna miss the most come this summer?
Probably, I think I can speak for many of us when I say Earl.
Yes.
But it's so convenient, and it's a good place to get a sandwich.
And it's a good deal.
Yeah, and it's fairly reasonably priced. So I think that's my number one.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna miss it the most. It's just its timeline makes me giggle a little bit. The second Starbucks.
Ah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
just
I
opened
didn't even think of that either.
They just opened it and it's
Ooh,
gone.
Wow.
It's like they opened it and they said, okay, we're gonna send all of you back to the first Starbucks.
Surprise.
I didn't even consider that at all.
Yeah,
That's
I'm also
very funny.
gonna miss AMC, even though we don't go to movies there as much anymore. But
Back in the day.
back in
Rest in
the
peace.
Tyler and I used to go to movies there very frequently.
They announced that.
Oh, they're moving it to Garden Walk?
Oh,
That's
okay.
official?
Well,
Cool.
Huh, cool.
It's not an article anyway, so I assume so.
Okay, we'll
We don't
confirm that
report
and then
on
we'll
progress.
post it. I don't actually miss. I'm not gonna miss the theater. Like it's a
Yeah.
theater.
What we're getting, I think, will far outweigh what we're
definitely.
losing.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. And what about ESPN Zone and Rainforest? No Love Lost or?
So, Rainforest,
I actually like ESPN Zone. I never go there, but I think it's a fun place to go.
Like, and again, this is speaking to your fandom. There are some people who are in the sports fandom.
They have good wings.
Yeah, and so like if that's your thing, I can understand being sad at the loss of that. But I think there will be other places that you can get your sport fill. As far as Rainforest Cafe goes, I think it's a really cool property. I just don't understand how it holds its own against a Disney park there. So
Because they have fish.
they do have fish.
You can sit next to fish as they swim by you while you eat.
Do you know
That's
what?
sad.
Do you know what you call a fish with no eyes?
Dinner? No.
Anyway, I think funny enough that you said something about it not holding its own against Disney parks, because in Disney Springs in Florida, there are actually two versions of Rainforest
There
Cafe.
are, yeah.
The dinosaur one and Rainforest.
And the one outside Disney's Animal Kingdom.
And yeah.
That's right. There are a lot of the rainforesty
So
things.
just go to Walt Disney World.
Rainforesty?
Rainforesty.
Okay.
ESPN Zone, I've actually never stepped foot inside. Weird fact.
You
but
better do it soon.
I will always remember that that is the place where William Fonda went and watched a hockey game with my store manager. So
That's right.
may we always remember that Geeks Corner brought two people together at ESPN Zone.
I always enjoyed the people standing outside the large screen just
Well, and then cheering and like yelling.
yeah. And again, that's
Especially when there's a band playing and then everybody starts cheering and the band.
it's like, huh? Oh, that's not us.
That is
Yeah,
for the
and
basketball
that is not a
game.
knock at all. That is your fandom. Cool.
That's just what happens. It's a good thing. Like I've had lots of friends that come down and there's like a soccer game or football game or whatever going on, and they can go, ditch the family for an hour or two and watch the game and go back into the park, and it's probably a good break for them. So, or they can watch my team beat their team on an afternoon. That's always fun, right, Tyler?
Yeah, when the Giants beat the Dodgers, it's really great.
There's
Not my
shots
team.
fired on the set at the moment.
There was.
Sports shots.
Go Mariners.
Goal.
Yeah,
Finally,
it was
the Millennium Falcon this week, a blog was released with some of the tech that's behind what will make this attraction come to life. If you weren't excited about this attraction before, like,
Love of my life.
this is going to be
Don't hurt me.
ridiculous. What were your thoughts? We didn't get to see the video that they released, but we did see an image. I think you had to be there to see the video, but thoughts, because she's not going to be able to speak for a few minutes.
So we already knew that there's going to be groundbreaking tech in this attraction. This has been their flagship for this expansion for a while, and it's good to see just a taste of it. I'm hesitant to see more than still images.
Yeah, I don't
because
want to.
I
want to be
really want to
surprised.
experience it.
Yeah.
But it's already shaping up to be real cool.
Did it change your viewpoint on Galaxy's Edge in any way?
No, I'm still hyped. Like it was.
But
I'm
it
at
didn't
11.
it didn't take you to 12.
I'm as high as I can get as far as like in expectation of enjoyment. So like,
Okay.
we're stoked. Go do the thing.
Great. Go do the thing.
We're gonna go on to Millennium Falcon.
Yes, we are.
Man, weird.
It goes.
It goes 12 parsecs. That's where it goes. I'm so excited. It's a Millennium Falcon.
Casually itching your head to show off her tattoo.
That actually
of
was
the
not on
Millennium
purpose.
Falcon, yeah.
That was not on purpose. It happens. I think that I do it on purpose so much that it's just become muscle memory.
It's become a part of your being.
Just someone called me actually out today because I was like, yeah, it's really hot. And I was like rolling up the sleeve. And they're like, you do that just so you can show off your tattoo. I'm like, no, I just don't know how to roll up this sleeve. And they're like, So, Millennium Falcon.
Millennium Falcon.
Space!
Are you gonna say it's gonna be better than Flight of Passage?
Mhm.
I haven't been on Flight of Passage yet, but I've heard amazing things. However, if they continue to develop the technology...
The correct answer is yes, it will be better than Flight of Passage, if not for the technology, but for the story with which in it lives.
Because we care about Star Wars.
And with that, we're going to have to end tonight's show.
You should go to thegeekscorner.com if you want to see more of us talking about things and stuff, because that's what we do, and we're doing it right now.
Go to dapsmagic.com, check out all the news as it happens, and subscribe to our mailing list.
And make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, because then you don't miss any of our videos. We've been posting quite a few lately of things that are here, things that are going away, and you don't want to miss any of them. And we'll have all of the Pixar Fest coming up next week, so you don't want to miss that either. With that, we are running out of time for tonight, so we will see you around the corner.